What's up everybody? So today we are going to fix my car. I was driving it yesterday morning and I heard a weird noise. When I accelerated, I kind of heard as if the blow-off valve was just stuck open. So what I've determined, the car has a boost leak right now. And I know my blow-off valve has been stuck open one time and it just basically makes the blow-off valve sound as you're accelerating. So this was making that same noise, but when I let off, the blow-off valve went off. So I knew it wasn't that. And also the noise was definitely coming from the driver's side of the car. So I was figuring maybe like one of the hoses on the intercooler or the oil catch cans was broken or something. And looking more into it, my intercooler pipe, the cold side particularly, the coupler down there is somewhat off. So let's get a closer look and fix the car. So now with the flashlight, let's go take a closer look. You can get the camera down there, past all these hot hoses. So you can see the metal clamp isn't quite on the coupler anymore. So somehow when it's full boost, the rubber coupling on the metal pipe is expanding too much and then letting all the air out. So I guess we got to get the car up. As I get the camera out, we got to get the car up on some cinder blocks to have more room, and then get the lower skid plate off. Underneath the car now, see what we're working with as Maddie tries to help. All right, so this skid plate right here, basically just go ahead and take that off, and then we can look at the underside of the coupling and maybe just pop off this oil catch can and then unplug the pipe and then just take one of the coupler clamps off. We are out. Skid plate has seen better days. That was like that when I got this car, but that was 4.5 years ago. All right, so I think the intercooler pipe should be up here somewhere. Now we're just gonna take off this one clamp right there, and that'll free the bottom side of the intercooler pipe. It's hard to see, but you can see that the metal clamp is not really attached up there. So let's go ahead and get this one off. And to actually make it a little easier, I'm going ahead and taking off the front skid plate. And that bolt is very tight, but once that's off, we'll have way more access under there. Now we got that off, so now we can see that way better. So if I loosen that a little bit, I'll go ahead and loosen it up just a little bit more. That should be loose enough. Then we'll just, there we go. Just kind of break the seal on it. All right, let's get up now. Start taking it apart from the top. I think I'll just probably disconnect the battery, unplug that, take this bolt off to move the oil catch can over here, and then just take one of the screws off. So now this pipe just came off just like that, and the whole bottom just pulled right out of the silicone coupler. Whole bunch of like grease and crap on it. Although the inside of the pipe looks actually perfectly clean. Wow. So that's actually pretty impressive. Let me get the light on it real quick. But if you can see inside, the pipe is actually perfectly clean. So my oil catch cans are definitely doing their job. So that's good to know. Oil catch cans are working. I don't know what all this grease is, but now we can see the coupler and the clamp are just chilling down there. Let's set up the flashlight. All right, let's try that from the bottom. So I just got the coupler off. So this is the factory one, part of the InGen intercooler kit. you use these stock rubber ones. And then I used like duct tape just to make it a little stronger, and then electrical taping around that. So somehow the tape got kind of messed up, and then the coupler, or the metal clamp, ended up just sliding right off it. And as you can see by all that, this was connected, and then it just kind of shot the air up. Let's see if it still fits nicely. I mean, it's definitely an airtight seal. On it with no clamp, it's pretty loose, but you know, the clamp's going to tighten that. So I cleaned up the pipe and then reattached the coupler. I peeled the electrical tape that was off of it and tightened this up pretty good. This still spins though. If I hold this down, it'll move a little bit left and right, but it won't go this way, and this definitely won't go that way. So that should be pretty darn secure. And then I got the other clamp down there and then the other one up there. So now is actually the hardest part, finagling this thing back in place, because it's a little bit of an awkward shape, especially with the coolant reservoir tank. But I think if I just kind of put it in this way and twist it somehow, I just gotta then get that on nicely. So I'll just finagle that and hopefully line everything back up. That actually went easier than I planned. I used my finger to kind of get underneath the coupler on the underside because it kind of gets folded on the bottom side. But I got that on, and now this is completely on. Same goes for the underneath. I just had to pop the bottom on first, as you can see. And then I just slid down the metal clamp, and then I'll tighten that one up. Tighten that one, replace the oil catch can, and then just put the skid plate back on. And I think we have solved the boost leak. It only took maybe 30-40 minutes of working, so not too bad to fix a boost leak. I finished up tightening that one, and everything is now connected. So we'll just take the pressure sensor or airflow sensor and plug that one back in. So it's snapped. Now we'll take the battery, just reconnect that real quick. I'll just tighten that one in a second. With the battery back on, everything's tight. Let's hop back in the car and start it up. And then tomorrow I'll be able to tell if it works. Oh. So before I only heard it on like peak boost, the car would hit about 11 psi and then it would drop, or it would just kind of hold at 11 psi. Oh, everything's got to reset now. But the car would kind of get max out around 12 psi. It wouldn't hit 14, but I could definitely hear that side of the car just like a blow-off valve was open or something. So that's kind of the first issue I've ever had with my car, a boost leak. That's kind of like what you see on super crazy tuned up turbo cars. So it's kind of cool it happened, but not really. Easy 30-40 minute fix, and the car should be good as new, hitting full boost, which is like 15 psi, and you know, I'll be able to experience the power that this car does have. So now I'll just go ahead and put the skid plates back on, and then the car's done. So there you go, everybody. That is how you fix a minor boost leak on the Genesis Coupe. Those are the InGen intercooler pipes, and that kit utilizes the factory rubber hosing from the stock squishy pipes that the car comes with. They've worked great. I've had them on for more than a year now, and that's the first time something like that has happened. Not a big deal. The car still ran fine. It's just, you could hear at full boost, it just didn't quite work. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video on this minor fix of the car. First time it's ever had an issue. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.